This is Mormon to Marley with Jeff and Michelle. And Michelle would be my other half of 30 years.
That's too. That's a big hole.
My piece
Two
of
big halves
my
equal an
piece
even
of
bigger
property.
hole.
I own her. She's mine.
There we go.
Yeah. And this is where we talk about music, which is the thing that makes all those 30 years really happen. I don't know about that. I don't even know what that
I
means.
feel like you're just full of
yeah,
hot air.
Anyway, well, we talk about a lot here.
I'm not at all contributing to this conversation because I am wading through just pictures
of
pictures.
Well, we're going to get into who we
the
just
right
saw.
one.
Yeah, I know you're excited to
Just the right
reveal
one for
your
my Rolodex in the old head.
Oh my God! Don't start going there over stick figure, please.
Mr.
They don't want to be
Sir
associated with that type of.
Durand Jones himself.
I'm gonna fade him out. Dreamland. Yeah, we saw Durand Jones
And the indications
on Friday night here
in our little
Berg
of Salt Lake City.
You like how we do the back and forth thing?
Do
you remember Sesame Street
okay.
where they would do the shadows of the faces that were together and they'd each say part of the word?
Yes.
And it was rhythmic.
Yes.
What?
What?
I don't know.
Cack is a word? I thought you were doing like cat.
I thought you said cake. Cake.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you're doing vowel, consonant, silent
Anyway,
E, but
well, I was doing the rhythm part. I can't do both.
I was going to do just CVC, consonant, vowel,
I
consonant
can't
words.
do both. You know, it took a long time for me to be able to play an instrument and speak
say
at the same time.
At, cat.
Right.
B.
Okay.
Let's do it. B.
No.
Oh, my God.
I don't want to do that.
You are.
I was simply using it as a reference.
I think that's Electric Company, actually.
No, it's not.
From
Sesame
the 70s.
Street.
You say Sesame Street. I'm saying
It's
Electric
not.
Company.
I never watched Electric Company.
From the 70s. And
Look it up.
The shadow faces.
So, point is, we saw.
Teach phonics.
Yeah.
Word families. At. Am.
All right.
Ip.
So we saw Durand Jones in the Indications Friday.
We did at our little venue.
Salt Lake City. Yeah, it was at.
Why do you say
It was at.
You know exactly where it's at, and if not,
the
I
old
do.
K2, but I forget what it's
the
called.
Commonwealth Room.
Oh, Commonwealth. Yep, Commonwealth Room. We saw Ayatira there. We saw.
If you were just in tune with me, you would have known that I knew, and you could have avoided all of that hemming and hawing.
And just said, where was
the
it?
Commonwealth Room.
Okay.
In Salt Lake City.
Yeah, nice. No airflow.
There was absolute zero airflow,
Oh
zero
God.
AC, zero fans, zero air. Period.
Flow.
Now,
well, there was air. We were
when
breathing.
you pay for tickets, there's an expectation
yeah, that you're not
that the venue is not going
Dude,
to
that was sweaty like
kill you.
For me it was for like our other venue
dripping.
complex.
It was dripping.
The complex.
Yeah.
It's always hot in there. You sweat the
Now,
whole time.
You know, part of me was like, yeah, I'd like to get hot and drippy because, you know, once I saw the lead singer come on stage with
he had some serious
Durand Jones himself.
He had some serious command of the stage. Like innately blessed as a performer to be able to tap in, because I think been saying that we think he's pretty shy. He seems to be a kind of a shy guy.
We saw
what
maybe
interviews
an
we
interview from like public
probably years ago,
public TV or
He's
whatever
changed,
years ago probably, and he seemed really quiet and shy, but sweet, so sweet. Oh, but it may have been years ago.
But
so I wasn't sure
when he becomes Durand Jones, though, it's like
when he came out on stage. You know, talk while I drink.
Yeah,
having my.
He's got serious
Happy
performer it factor for sure. And yeah.
Say why?
Well, just he knows exactly all the things to be doing for whatever he's conveying, and it works perfectly. So it's like
what?
His dance moves, his not that he's choreographing necessarily anything, but just his look. His look was cool. Wearing the why are you?
Well, I'm trying to stall because I'm trying to drink a little bit. while you, I'm just getting more information. The who, the what, the when,
Jeez.
where, why, and how. I'm just,
Well,
it's the teacher in me.
I don't know. I don't know that I studied like,
details.
gee, what is he wearing? What kind of vest is that?
He had sunglasses.
Yeah,
He had a hat.
Yeah, he had a hat, like a fedora kind of thing. But he just had so much energy that bounced off the stage. It was crazy. It was like the whole crowd went insane over.
Yeah, the first look was more casual, but it was, nice
Yeah,
jeans.
he changed, didn't
or
he?
nice pants with
This
nice
guy's
shoes.
like Elvis.
His shirt was,
Yeah.
his first shirt, it was stylish.
Okay, dude. I don't know that we looked at it that hard.
Like
did
a
we?
bowling shirt or something like
Yeah,
that.
something
or,
like that. Kind of the 60s soul.
But with the hat and the sunglasses,
Yeah.
it was perfection.
Yeah.
And then at one point he
okay.
changed.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if he was like,
And he
hey, dude,
stepped it up
yeah.
even more so.
Yeah, he went with the
And
white shirt.
I mean, he was looking so sharp. It was
Okay.
like brocade silk type thick pant that was
Jeez.
just stylish
really got
and like
the-
a perfect fit with his, it was like a cream colored,
Yeah.
ivory cream colored sweater of some sort, like a lightweight sweater.
Looked
May
like a
have-
workout shirt, like a tight.
No,
yeah,
no,
dude, like
no.
an underarm.
No. It was
Okay.
a nice,
I don't know what it was.
because those were nice pants, the brocade.
I was too blown
silk.
away by the music.
And then his it was like a sweater,
Yeah.
but a very, very light one, tight fitting,
Yeah,
tucked in
yeah.
with the belt.
Yeah, he can
and
pull that
like
off.
a night out. He could have gone just to the nicest restaurant.
Yeah.
Just
I'm not wearing
stylish.
tight white
and nice
anything.
shoes.
The opening band,
He took off his sunglasses, I believe.
the dude needs to lose the
and the
white
hat.
jeans in the background. I'm just telling you.
What white jeans are you talking about? I'm still on Durand Jones.
Oh God.
He's
Well, you were
all
talking
you look
about white
at.
pants.
He's all you look at.
Well, not for me. I was really watching a
Who were you looking
lot
at?
of the. Well, I was each part.
There's
I,
Steve Okonski on the keys.
Mhm.
sitting
wow,
down.
that's good.
Oh, I know. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm,
and he
I know, I know.
played
He's
his
the curly
like,
haired one.
and I forgive me, I'm not a keyboard person, but like his Nord or whatever they're called, the sitting on top of a really nice vinyl ridden Fender Rhodes. So we knew we were in good hands there because he only had 2 keyboards, and so he's going to be on the roads a fair amount. It's
All
gonna
right. So
sound cool.
he was sitting down. So I
And
don't
he
know if
was
he had
great.
the white jeans that you're talking about.
He was awesome.
Then
No, that's the
there-
opening band, dude. Don't. Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about the opening band?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were skipping over that.
Well, no. Just you had mentioned that Durand had changed into something white, and I was saying, yeah, the guy in the opening band needs to lose the white jeans.
I missed the whole part where you were talking about the opening band. I just
Like,
want to
dude.
go straight to Durand.
White
Just
white
cut to
jeans.
it.
White jeans are for people that are built to wear white jeans.
Well, I have worn white jeans, and I'm definitely not built.
Okay, those
I
are
think
more
sometimes
clam
you're
digger,
shackled. Did you say clam digger?
kind of clam digger-ish though. That's different.
Oh dear God!
Where
what
they
did you
come up
just
to
say?
the legs or the knees,
No.
white ones. Yeah, but that's more harbor wear. It's like you're getting on a sailboat for the day.
You are shackled and bound
Yeah, the guy
forever
the guy's
by
a
your,
big guy.
Your,
I don't want to see
what
him
is it
white jeans,
called
bro.
That you have.
He's a big guy. I don't want to see him in white jeans.
Your
Okay.
insecurities.
Yeah, well,
your
he should be more insecure,
insecurities
so I don't see him in
literally
his
have
white
bound
jeans.
you up and have shackled you in your life.
Maybe.
You can wear whatever the F you want to wear now.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't.
There
you
are no
don't,
rules. This is not the 80s.
Yeah,
no
but you
one's
don't.
gonna
You can't
no one's gonna
identify
call
with
you.
looking good. I identify with looking good. Well, not to me. You don't.
You wore white pants at one point in time.
Yeah,
they were linen, and
not
they
when
looked
I was
so
an
good
adult
on.
and had taken
We went to
full
Maui.
bowling pin shape.
We went to Maui. You wore those, and you were fine.
Yeah, because I was more.
That was a
like
different
bigger
Jeff.
guy.
You're
just,
a different Jeff.
Yeah.
You're not even the same person.
Yeah, I'm about 85 to 90 to 100 pounds heavier. So.
That's not.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about weight. I'm not talking about.
Yeah, you mean
No.
mentally I am.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, we all grow.
So let's go back to Durand Jones because
Yeah.
that just goes down to just a depressing road right there. Let's focus on Durand. I'm just going to see how many times I can say his name tonight.
So Steve was good.
Steve Okonski, the keyboardist, and then on the other side of the stage there was Blake.
Yeah, he's the guitar player and great tone, great. I mean, everything was in order. Listen, these guys blew me away. They were so good They're great on their recordings because they record kind of live. I would imagine they probably all play the song and, kind of do it together. I don't know. Could be wrong, but it sounds like that. They're better than that even. It's almost unbelievable to think that you're better than that, but they actually, nothing beats live if you're great. And this whole band was great. So, yeah, it's a given that they're all great. I don't want to keep saying how, This is like the best band we've seen. This is the best collection of musicians we've seen. And I don't know, dare I say, ever.
So
I mean, for me, it was. For me, it was that
they've
kind
already
of experience,
performed years, 3 years ago at Austin
ACL.
City Limits.
Yeah.
So
big,
the music
big festival.
festival
Yeah, big one.
in Austin.
Even if you're earlier in the day, that's
after
still
their
big.
2018 album came out.
Yeah.
And so they have 3 high-quality
albums.
And there were quite some fancy cars there. Let's talk about the cars that were at the concert.
The interesting thing that does make sense once you kind of see it all in action is that Durand Jones and the Indications are huge in the lowrider community. It's awesome. So there were all these badass cars lined up
in front of the venue.
These lowriders. And I thought, well, why is that? Not that, I just didn't know why that was. But then when you start hearing the music and you start equating it with like cruising and, it's a nice Sunday afternoon and you're cruising with it. I mean, it's like I could totally understand it.
Well, we realized this before we saw the cars at the concert. We realized this because I read in an article that they were big with the lowrider community. And so as we were driving around the neighborhood and listening to their 3 albums, we realized, it's great for cruising around town in your car.
Yeah, even at night, whatever. But I mean, I'm saying,
significant other.
Yeah,
shooting the
breeze.
It
made sense. So anyway, it's huge all over the place with lowrider.
And the crowd was really nice.
A great crowd.
The crowd was polite.
Great. Yeah. Absolutely.
It was so classy. It was so
it was a really good
quality,
time.
Just high quality.
And then you have Michael Montgomery on bass.
The bass player.
He might have been
a little bit newer.
He was almost my favorite one of individual musicianship. That guy is off the chart good.
I don't know how you saw anything. He was hiding at the back of the stage in the shadows.
Yeah, and he doesn't move much.
And I don't remember.
He doesn't need to.
Someone's head was in the way, but I don't remember really seeing him because he was back
You
there
didn't
at the
have
back.
a good angle at him.
No.
But yeah, and the lights were mostly front of the stage. So, you could kind of, hide back a little bit. But
you were impressed by Michael Montgomery.
He was so incredibly good and comfortable with. He played everything as is recorded. So when you listen to their music, you are hearing exactly what you're going to hear there live, but it's going to be even better because somehow it just is. It's just better.
So you're wondering who the musical director is of the
Yeah, I kind of wonder.
Durand?
But it could be.
Is it Blake?
No, I don't think it's Durand. Usually they're players. They're guys that.
So
it's or women. But I mean, it's usually people that play.
Blake or Michael.
Blake, the guitar player, he's quiet and he plays sort of like he's unselfish. He's very unselfish. He as a guitar player that does all the parts on guitar. So he's the lead guy. He does rhythm part. He does everything, and he's capable.
And he melts into the background.
He does.
The side
perfectly.
ground.
But he sits right in the mix where he should. He doesn't. Yeah, he's not trying to be the star of the show. And I did notice him programming stuff all the time, like working over there furiously to keep it all, whatever's going on there. So it kind of told me that he might be what you would call the kind of the musical director. I know he's one of the founders of the band.
And why not Aaron? Why not Aaron on drums? Aaron on
and
drums
it could be.
Is also
it could
the
be.
high
Usually,
voice.
Yeah, and he is at his position as a drummer is amazing. He
looks like a
so
teenager.
good.
Aaron Fraser looks like a teenager. He's got that. How would you describe the look? Kind of 19.
Well, it's like if you see the
50s, 60s.
Well, I was saying it was like the Jersey Boy look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you've seen the posters for that almost, but it's not in a tuxedo. Just like clean cut,
like a bowler shirt, bowling.
Yeah,
whatever they are.
But he sings all the high parts. So he does the, well, why aren't we playing some of this?
I don't know. They sounded just like the recordings. They were such high quality performers.
Well, here's the deal with them is they. So this is on their newer album called With You. It's on the newest.
Yeah, I wish you'd play different songs because we've already.
Oh, I am.
Quite a few times,
I'm going.
yeah.
I was just hurrying to find
yes.
one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We have talked about this one in previous.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'll turn it to something else. You can hear that Rhodes back there. The keyboard. Anyway, what I was going to say was, I'll just put it on the background then, was the thing about, Aaron, you were talking about Aaron, the high voice.
Yeah. Have you lost your train of thought?
This would be Aaron, the drummer.
Sounds just like this on stage.
Exactly like it, but even better because he was using, and this is real nerd talk, so I apologize, but for anybody that might be familiar, he was playing like a newer kind of snare drum. It wasn't like vintagey. It was more a live thing. It really was responsive to what he wanted it to do. I mean, it was an amazing sound. It's an incredible snare drum. So it even sounds better than this because anyway. Sorry. That's real nerd talk.
It was so surreal being there in front of them singing. It was that good. It was, I don't want to over exaggerate, but in a small way, it's almost like a dream, a musical dream came true.
If anybody.
A band we hoped was incredible ended up being incredible. Everything that we hoped for in seeing Durand Jones and the Indications for the first time came true. It all came true. Minus the air conditioning at the concert, minus the fact that the Commonwealth Room does not believe in air conditioning their venue for the patrons that have paid money. Durand Jones and the Indication was at absolute perfection.
Yeah, it couldn't have been better in my mind. They are that, and we hate when people use this term, but I'm going to use it. They were that on point, position by position, like bass player, drummer, the background singers. If anybody ever has a chance to see them in a small room,
they have a few more performances
you better
in California
see them now,
this week, and then they go to Europe. Amsterdam, Germany, like just all these different European places. But they're also going to be at Austin City Limits again in a few weeks in October.
Oh my God. They're in San Diego tonight?
So, tonight, I think, they're in California.
Someone's getting lucky tonight.
Yep.
Musically.
Absolutely, tonight.
And otherwise, maybe.
Yeah, it's on a Monday, but yeah.
They're definitely the best band collection of musicians. I mean, that may not be true. I mean, I've seen Rush and Van Halen, and it's different. But I'm talking about an experience of, what their music is, and you're going to hear exactly how they want it to sound and how it's designed to be heard. That's what they give you.
So
that's
there
how good they
are a lot of really slow, lovey-dovey songs that Durand Jones and the Indications perform, and that's on their albums. Lots of very slow. Kind of, you would consider like a doo-wop, like love song.
Here's the one you wanted.
Okay, well, tell me what it is.
No, but I was going to say, it's called Giving Up.
Yep. On
their first album, where it sounds very 60s sound. It's recorded in very old style.
I'm getting butterflies in my wrist, imagining Durand singing this right now. My God.
Thinking about you, baby.
He's good. Dude.
It's time for me to go on my own way.
And Durand is out front. He's the front guy.
Oh my God.
Thinking about you, baby.
If that doesn't move you to like to want just instant sex or whatever, just I instantly want like filthy sex.
Oh.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, just sitting here, what that does to me. Yeah. I have butterflies in my wrists. Every cell of my being, like every naughty part on my body is
Pokey.
wanting desiring, lusting,
all right,
whatever he's singing about, whatever his voice is saying, I want it pounded into me. Whatever he's saying.
All right. Yeah, I get it, bro.
Like over and over, I want to feel.
Okay. Very good. Well, it's a good song. The tips of
my fingertips, in my palms, I feel just all of that.
Yeah.
My wrists.
Yeah.
My lady parts.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Okay. I hear that.
Do you?
I do. I think.
I'm pretty sure you heard it late Friday night too, after the concert.
Yeah, maybe.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty sure Durand is the magical whisperer of lustful pleasure.
Lucky nights.
Yeah. Happy endings.
Well,
thank you, Durand. Much thanks.
Here's my problem.
Many more to come, hopefully. Wow.
Yeah, and he snuck in some Hammond work.
Oh my God.
But it wasn't, he didn't have a real Hammond. It was on his Nord or whatever it's called. I don't know what those are called. Nord, I think. It's an electric. It's a synth.
Yeah.
Played tons of Rhodes, though, which was so nice. It's such a great sound live.
Oh, my God.
But Aaron plays...
Ooh, I mean, I get just... it's too much. It's almost like overwhelming for me to handle what a sex ball is. It just...
Aaron, the drummer, and also the high singer, when it's called for that.
Falsetto, yeah.
He plays
Durand can do a little bit of it. Did you hear that? I just heard Durand do it. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, he can go up there a little bit. I mean, not like that.
He just did a second ago.
Yeah. But he's such a great player on the drums, though, that it makes the live experience so enjoyable.
Yeah, he's
I'm telling you, I just watch him, and it's like everything he's doing is well thought out. It's coming out to the audience just like he's playing it, just like he wants it to. Every strike of the cymbal, and his hi-hat work is great. It makes it groovy. That's what gives a lot of motion to the songs. Oh, my God, dude. This guy's great. They're all great.
Did we ever play Long Way Home and share my connection?
The background singers were good. No, we didn't.
You just ignored what I just said.
Yeah, I'm moving on.
Oh, moving on.
You're thinking about Durand. I'm talking about their sound.
No, I'm not talking about Durand. I'm talking about Long Way Home and how it starts just like Rent, the theater song Seasons from the musical Rent.
I guess I don't know that.
We've had this conversation so many times.
Oh, okay.
This is how I know you don't listen to me. This is how I know
do.
you just one ear in, out the other, and there's just
what are you looking
breeze
for?
in between.
What album?
On the second album, American Love.
Yeah.
Songs or American Love Call.
And what's interesting is their albums, I said this last time, I think, they get progressively, the sound gets more treated on the three albums. So it starts, more of this real 60s kind of, one microphone or couple in the room, and it picks up kind of this vintage sound. And then it gets, and I like all of it. It all fits together. It all sounds great.
Oh yeah, you could put all three albums on.
Yeah, and just mix
a playlist and mix
I don't even care what comes on.
Yeah.
And you were saying how the crowd, you noticed how there were big fans of theirs.
Big fans that knew lots
like to me, they're
more
new,
words.
And I'm thinking everyone's new to it. But then you go there and you're like, oh my God, dude, these people know all these words.
Yep.
And for me right now, it's still just a stream of sound.
No, you're slow. We have conversations 5 times about things, and then you claim that you've never heard it before. You'll hear one of their songs.
I suffer from dementia, probably.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Let's be honest.
Early onset.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
So.
But yeah. But anyway, I'm just saying.
You don't know the words, and other people knew all the words.
It's not that their music to me, it's like stick figure. Not now. Now I really know stick figure, but initially it's just I just like the sound of it. Mm-hmm. I'm not even trying to articulate the words necessarily. Mm-hmm. I mean, some words you can't help it. You hear them say it. But
True.
I mean,
I understand.
You know what I mean? But I'm appreciating it and I'm liking it. But yeah, dude, there were some heavy fans there for sure.
So were you going to play the beginning of Long Way Home so we can compare and contrast it to the song Seasons from the musical theater song Rent?
Oh, you're right. Oh, dude, I love this song.
So go back again. Play it a couple times. It's called Long Way Home.
That's a Rhodes,
American
by the
Love
way.
Call.
Fender Rhodes piano.
Now play the beginning of the Rent song.
Well,
from the playlist.
Why are we trying to say they sound alike? Oh, okay. Oh, you put it on there. Okay. Well, I was worrying I had to look it up, dude.
Do you just want to have your own conversations? You don't want to give my conversations any validity at all?
Correct.
You just want to talk over my musical connections.
Stop.
But your musical connections, boy, they're really something. They're really
not.
important, all your musical connections.
No, they're really
as soon
not.
as I try to bring up a musical connection, you completely
No,
disregard me. 100% disregard me. This is the patriarchy that is emblazoned on your brain since the time you were a baby.
What is it now? What's it called?
You don't even pay attention to me. You don't listen to me.
It's on the playlist. Tuck and Roll, or what's it called? What's the
Seasons from Rent.
Did you put it on there?
Well, do you know how to search for these?
Seasons of Love?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you said
You
seasons.
act like you're so confused. I really believe you have early onset dementia. Seriously, sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This does sound like that. Yeah, you're right. Oh. Ooh, I like this. Is this 25?
Yes, Jeff.
Okay, well, I've heard it. I'm not a moron.
I listen to your musical connections and... Well, now it's different, but I'm just saying at the beginning it sounds the same.
It does. You're right. Let's hear it again. Listen.
Boy, what it took to have me noticed by you.
Validated.
No, not validated, just noticed.
I see you exist.
Sorry, I'm not a man and don't have a penis.
Stop. Yeah, that's good.
All right,
babe.
that's all.
Thank you.
That's all. Wendy's
Well,
enough.
I initially thought, are we embarrassing them by you're trying to say what? They did something like that? But I know that's not what you mean. You were just saying kind of sounds like that.
That's all.
Yeah.
Just making a musical connection.
I love it.
That's all.
And that's Long
Way
Way
like when
Home.
you read a book and you're like, oh, this is like another book
Yeah.
that I read.
Yeah.
You're just making a connection.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
I know it wasn't like interesting enough for you to validate.
Yeah, it was.
To
No, it
even
was.
Acknowledge.
I love it. You're right. Very much so.
Do you want to talk about the fact that
Yeah.
I've had to wait 30 years into marriage before you've given the Grateful Dead the time of day?
Oh, my God. Yeah. I feel embarrassed.
We've been
Musically.
watching One Strange Trip
Oh, my God.
Right?
I had
on
zero.
Netflix, probably.
Listen,
about the Grateful
are
Dead.
we done with Durand Jones? They were
No.
good.
Not really.
Dude, I've been wanting to jam them pretty much. That's all I want to hear. Reggae's on notice. Step your shit up. Because this is what I'm talking
We're going to
about.
see Durand Jones again next May, and I'm looking forward to it already.
Step
They're going
it
to be in Monterey, California at the Cali Roots 2022. Hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers. It's a long way off.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping for it and can't wait for that.
All right. What were you going to say? Oh, Grateful Dead. Oh, my God. Can I just let this play lowly and quietly? Okay.
Oh.
So we've been what?
But I also wanted to compare and contrast Revolution and their lovey-dovey songs with Durand Jones and their lovey-dovey songs.
The reason
and why is it okay for Durand Jones, and why is that high quality in it? You'll sit through it and listen to it, but not Revolution's.
Well, let's explain.
Okay.
Revolution does a song collab with Durand Jones.
Yes. Off their newest album, Revolution's newest album.
Revolution, who is a, reggae, pop, whatever, rock band, whatever term we're assigning there. They kind of do some of these songs that are more the lovey-dovey, what we call kind of doo-wop. But their sound is not the same as Durand Jones. That's why. Durand Jones is committed to a vintage sound in which that style sat. It sat in that style. Kind of a vintage sound of, all the instrumentation sounds old. Revolution does it on newer stuff and electronic sounds. They do the same, like they'll try maybe a song that's more like that, but it's like new. And it sounds weird. I don't like it.
Initials. Like, why don't you play Initials from Revolution?
Why are we on Revolution? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Again,
I didn't mean to question you.
This
sorry.
was something that, no, but it's not just that, though. It's you don't ever
I see what you're saying.
think that I have anything interesting to say.
No, I
so
do.
you completely
I'm
disregard.
trying to keep us online. That's
No,
all.
you're not,
Okay.
Jeff. No, you're not. You don't ever think that I could possibly have something intelligent to contribute to the conversation. So you completely disregard my ideas.
All right.
You don't ever mention them. You think they're not important. You skim over them, and you ignore. You don't even listen to them.
My apologies.
Why are you bothered
This
by
is
Revolution? Why are you bothered by Revolution's doo-woppy songs, slow songs like this, but yet when Durand Jones does the exact same style, it's incredible and world class. Why? You tell me.
The sound
It's a valid
choices.
discussion.
But all these discussions that we always have are about the sounds you choose. It's like electronic hi-hatty sound.
First of all, say what you're playing. What song are you playing right now? Can you be
This
clear
is
about what you're
Initials
doing?
by Revolution.
Okay.
This is who you wanted.
Okay,
Revolution,
off of what?
and it's a good
Their
off their
2021
brand new album. I don't
you
even know
have
the
to-
name. Sorry.
In the Moment.
In the Moment, thank you. And plus, he's singing it in a different style. Eric Rachmani has a friendly voice. Listen to that.
We could take a walk outside.
It's not soul singing. It's not. I mean, that's okay. That's not. It's just different. But that's why it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
You did not
It doesn't work because of the
communicate how it's different. Exactly. I don't think
the
fully.
drum sounds are wrong.
Why are they wrong?
They sound electronic, which they are, and they sound soft, which they are. It sounds Muzak-y.
And then
You know?
with a
And then
nice
the
sounding voice.
boopy bass line. Boop, 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 boop. It's boopy. So you're not getting some kind of foundational, guttural kind of holding it down somewhere. There's no real sound to it. And then you put this
now play
friendly
You and I.
But I'm not here to bag on, like...
No, it's not
I feel
bagging.
bad.
It's having a discussion.
Yeah.
It's comparing and
Okay.
contrasting, dude.
And then put
It's-
on what?
God, you're so afraid of things.
No, what do you
You're
wanna
so
play?
afraid.
No, I'm not.
You're so fearful. Everything in your life,
But-
you're so fearful. You can't just
Okay.
talk openly and
No, I can't.
honestly.
But I
and
do. I
politely.
think that's all it is, though. It's how you choose to present.
I want to compare and contrast the
kind.
two.
And what one did you say? The last one we did.
So there's
right?
probably another song that's on In the Moment. Maybe You and I. Maybe
Yeah.
What Life Is. Maybe To Be Young.
This is You and I from Revolution off of.
Their August. Was it August that it came out?
Yeah.
No, June of this year.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got like a really slow.
But this is
dance.
better, and I've always said this is my better one of those. Yeah, I like
I don't
this
hear
one
it.
better.
It's not a boppy bass.
No, it's not. But
I can't deny my heart.
Okay.
But I'm not saying I like it really. I'm saying I like it better. It's more in the right direction.
So
than
why
Revolution.
would you never listen to this while we're driving around in the car, cruising around, but yet you would listen to Durand Jones?
Because Durand Jones. And because of how good they all are on the indication side.
Because let's be clear, we don't listen to this when we drive around in the car
No.
cruising.
No.
We don't listen to this, but yet we listen to something that's similar that Durand Jones and the Indications performs.
Number one, great guitar.
Now, what song
Vintage
is this?
sound.
Okay.
Vintage.
Now, say what this is.
This is Giving Up Again by Durand Jones and the Indications. Yeah. It's got the organ in the background.
But you're sharing a
Simple.
really very, very 1960s. Do a doo-woppy one that Durand Jones does.
Okay. Well, I've got to find one. And that'll take vamping while I look.
Okay. Well, I can probably find one pretty fast. I know on the second album.
Do you know I like the parking at the venue we were at, though? That was easy in, easy out, wasn't it? Nope, you didn't have to pay or anything extra.
How Can I Be Sure?
Nice.
From their second album.
Yeah,
How
I like
Can I
that.
Be Sure?
What?
How Can I Be Sure from their second album?
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking me. How can I said, geez, I don't know what you're sure about.
You're kind of slow. I mean,
How
if you're
can
on
I
Spotify,
be sure?
it's right there. Boom. Second album, discography.
Yeah, I'm going. I am
It's
going.
called American
as
Love
we
Call.
Speak. I am going there.
Or Is It Any Wonder?
I am on my way.
You can even compare Is It Any Wonder as a soft song from Durand Jones from their first album.
There. What's
Dude,
it called?
you need to make
What
me
was
in
the
charge.
first one?
You
Hurry. What's
really-
the first one? I'm there. How can I be sure? Now this is Aaron singing, right?
The drummer, yes, is singing right now. Tell me how it's different from Revolution.
But I will say, and I told you this that night on the way home, I do prefer, I mean, in the most slightest, I do prefer more the Durand Jones vocal from Durand Jones and the Indications. This is more, but it's supposed to be. It's great.
This is the Brigham Young University Young Ambassadors sound from like the 80s.
Well, it's better than that.
No,
Oh, you mean the sound?
I'm just saying it's familiar to me.
Yeah, right.
I love it.
I see what
It's
you're
that era
Yep.
of singing.
Yeah.
I love that era.
I see what you're saying.
All right, so how's this different from Revolution though? Still, they're soft songs.
Well, because it's all acoustic. They're making all the sound. It's all acoustic, number one. That's a huge difference. Revolution has gotten away from doing where just acoustic songs. And I don't mean not an electric guitar, but I mean like, acoustic drums. We're not dropping, some other sounds. The bass is all, pretty traditional.
Okay, go to Smile.
But
from
it's
the same
also
album.
recorded to sound older.
Okay.
Plus, their instruments are older.
Go to
They
Smile.
are old. They sound old. What? Like, I can hear a 1960s Ludwig drum kit and know that's probably what that is. Or a 70s. It's a round sound. Drummers know what that means. It's
When I was a kind of a younger girl, I would listen to singing groups perform like this, like the Young Masters.
and that's the
they
era.
came and visited our town in Butte, Montana, and
Right,
performed
with some
at our
70s drum
church
kit.
building.
Yeah, sounded like this.
And everyone in the congregation ward
Yeah.
went to go see them perform on a Friday night or something. And I'm like,
So
when I grow
dumb.
up, I want to be in a Young Ambassadors singing group too. And they had their flowy, like their dresses were all like pastel colors, and they flowed to the ground, and they were doing a little ballroom dancing in there and singing, performing. And I'm like, oh, someday I'll be a young
I'm gonna
ambassador
be up
at
there.
BYU, and I'll be up there.
Yeah, well, you kind of did. You kind of did that.
So this
Just
song
not
I
with
love.
them.
What about the song? Okay, so you're saying
So I'm saying it's all in the process in which you're choosing to present a kind of a doo-woppy vocal or a more lovey vocal, especially if it's in your head voice way up there. It's light, it's romantic, whatever it is. It's our formula. You can't have sugar and sugar. Something's got to be different.
So what's
either the
different
vocal
here?
or the music.
What's different here?
It's authentic. This is the sound of this era.
All right.
But it's now. And these guys know how to do it. They choose instruments that sound from that era. It
What
records
about
from
Chord
that
of
era.
Love? Chord of Love is the ultimate, soft from the same album.
I mean, it's not like every instrument sounds the same. People I don't think understand that. Do you know what I mean? There's some sounds that you just can't make a certain, and it can be the same instrument, but it's different. It's got a sound to it. Well, it's presented that way. I'm just saying to say why is it okay and one's. I mean, I guess it's a big conversation. It's like, well, because of a lot of reasons, I guess. But here's True Love. This was great when they did it. Well, they were all great.
It's more vintage sounding. Again, how is it? Because it's vintage sounding, it's authentic sounding. That's why it's...
Yeah, and it's recorded raw, you know. Meaning...
Listen to that voice.
That's what I'm saying.
That rasp.
Yeah, you can't buy that. I mean, you can't teach that. You can't.
What you really need to do is check out a visual of Durand Jones performing.
And it's interesting.
Watch him move.
Listen, it's interesting. It's not just some straight... No, I want to point... You're asking why. Here's why. The drum part on this. It's interesting. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it does this. This is kind of weird. Anyway, there's...
Oh my God. He's everything that
It's
I
perfect.
hoped that he would be in a lead, in a front person performer.
This is why I don't think most bands, artists can dabble much in going all over the map genre-wise. I think if you want to do something well, you've got to commit to it. I'm not saying there aren't people that can do all sorts of stuff. There are.
Well,
But these guys are committed.
Sometimes when you are committed to something, you also get made fun of us by saying you're copying someone.
Yeah, like Greta Van Fleet. But people are idiots about that. I'm telling you, those guys are onto something.
Oh,
they're good, and you know they just
me-
need to drop some of the show thingy of whatever. But
So, speaking of Greta Van Fleet, it reminded me of Rolling Stone for some reason because I was thinking about reviews, and then I was reminded about how Rolling Stone just came out with the top 500 songs. Like they haven't done it in 17 years. Come out with a list of, you know, the top songs of all time, top 500 of all time. And remember we watched the clip of Carson Daly. He was freaking out because he just did not agree. And then I went online to look at other people's opinions.
Yes.
It's taking you that long to realize what I'm talking about?
Sorry, because my mind drifted. No, I was listening.
You're not focusing on me.
No, I was listening to Rolling Stone, and they did the list, and Carson Daly freaked out because he didn't agree. I've heard you. I'm listening.
Yeah, so
I'm
have
just
you looked into that?
multitasking. Yeah.
And by multitasking, you mean ignoring me.
That's not true. Yeah, What were you going to ask?
Have you
about?
looked into the list at all?
Do you
to
know
agree
I
or
haven't
disagree,
because
or?
I already know. Here's my argument in my own head would be, what do I know? I'm just this person that it really doesn't know anything. So what do I know? But then number two, it's like then the other side is not number two, but the other side. The other side of the coin is that then I think they're just fools because it's like I think I would. I think you have to go, what? What are we talking about? Rock songs? Are we talking about all genres? I mean, I forget what they went over, but to put whatever they had in number 10, like some Outcast song, I mean...
So you haven't looked at the list at all?
No, I don't need to.
Really?
Right.
I think that's just...
Because I don't think it's a fun argument.
There's not an argument, Jeff.
Yeah, it is.
It's not an argument. It's just it's a conversation.
Okay.
Opinions.
Oh, well, I mean conversation.
When
I say argument, I say
There's not always
conversation.
a reason to be defensive. It's just a conversation.
No,
I
don't agree. I can tell.
Agree with what? I just asked if
Their
you looked into the list at all.
Well, tell me. What's number one?
Oh, my God. Number one, I have my 5G on my iPhone 12 is shit.
T-Mobile. 5G. I don't even know what that means. It's just one more than 4G that was more than 3G. And I got news. They all run like 2G. I'm baffled by technology now. I think what's happening is... All right, I got to turn this down because I get a rant. I think what's happening is the dumbing down of the world on technology took place a long time ago in the midst of all this technology.
Mm-hmm.
And now they can just say anything, and nobody knows anything about what they're saying. They can't verify. What is 5G? What am I supposed to do with that?
Just know that you're getting more than you had before.
No, it's not, though.
Hope,
and then
hope and pray.
My cell phone connections and whatever you want to say is no better than it was in 96. What the
What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know. But we're told that it's better, and just shut up and this is better. Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah.
It's
I'm
frustrating,
just
for sure.
fucking impressed.
It's
Sorry.
really frustrating.
I just am. Okay, what were you saying?
So I was not able to pull up the list. Here we go. I've got the top 10.
Just give me
I've got the
10,
top
and I'll
10.
tell you how I think wrong the conversation
Well, first of all, it was
is.
just funny. The snippet that I saw of Carson Daly was
turn
just
that down.
funny
Yeah.
about his reaction.
Yeah, I saw it.
He
It
wasn't able
was
to-
funny. He
was all
like,
flustered. And he mentioned his Calm app.
That's
and
funny.
I was like, yeah, I love
Because
the
that's
Calm
how
app.
I'd probably. Yeah,
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
we have number 1, Respect, Aretha Franklin. Number 2, Fight the Power, Public Enemy. Maybe I need to revisit that one. Number 3, A Change Is Gonna Come, Sam Cooke. Number 4, Like a Rolling Stone, Bob Dylan. Number 5, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana. Number 6, What's Going On, Marvin Gaye. Number 7, Strawberry Fields Forever, The Beatles. Number 8, Get Your Freak On, Missy Elliott. Maybe we should play that one. Number 9, Dreams, Fleetwood Mac. 10, Hey Ya, Outkast. That's just the top 10.
So what do you want? What are they saying?
Those are the top, out of the top 500, those are the top 10. Number
10.
1, starting with Aretha.
Yeah, no, listen, all of them have something that,
500.
but see, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, Aretha Franklin is, yeah, she's the godmother.
Okay, let's see.
I get
let's see. I'd like to know what more
Yeah,
of them are.
absolutely.
And I'm trying to find the rest of them. I'm
Sam
not
Cooke,
really
yeah.
prepared for the rest of them.
But, I mean, if we're talking, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Well, I think that's an unwinnable conversation.
I'm not trying to win. Why
No,
does-
not you. I'm saying me talking about that list. I think
I just wanted to have a conversation,
yeah,
but you haven't even looked it up.
I don't
or
think
the-
it's even. Yeah, I don't think it's. I don't even know what to say. I don't know.
Well, we're just having a conversation, but you're
Yeah.
not. You don't want to. Again, you don't want to have more of a conversation. You're just kind of shutting me down.
Well, that's
down
a
by
big
saying-
one. That's big. Like, I don't know how they even determine that. I guess I really don't. No, I'm saying I don't even know how you go about that. What is it like? Wow. I mean, I don't know.
All right. Well, that went nowhere.
Well, what do you want to say about
I
it?
don't
What's
know.
all the great pontification?
I wanted you to have something to add to the conversation.
Well, I think it's individualized to everybody. I think a kid that grew up in, Europe might have something to say about it, or they grew up in, South America or Africa or, or America, but in, different parts of the land. I mean, what's your exposure to the music? I don't know. I mean, but I guess they're saying, okay, all that aside, here's the top 10.
No, top 500.
Yeah, but that's the top 10 of the 500. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Cyndi Lauper's Time After Time is about 494.
Yeah.
I really liked that one.
Okay. I like it now more than I did, but
Miles Davis. Ooh, I feel like just listening to Miles Davis and doing a puzzle.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of forgotten names on there that, I mean, they go.
Get real. Okay, yeah.
But
There's
I don't
weird.
agree. But I do agree with like the influential, all those names brought. Sure. So I guess that is. But I mean, what about, there wouldn't be more Beatles ones on there or Lennon or.
Well, there are just not. There were in the.
no,
there was
but
one.
top 10?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Outcast?
Mm-hmm.
Top 10? Okay. Yeah. So somebody it is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know that I mean, my top 10 would be different, but it would be genre busting, I guess. I mean,
Ooh.
I understand the,
Mm-hmm.
early soul, some of the blues players, I guess you'd have to consider. I don't know many that well, but I mean.
Let's go back to Durand Jones.
Yeah,
There
that's
needs to
too.
be-
Why'd you bring that? You threw me off. Because now I feel like I didn't add what you wanted me to add.
I just don't
Sorry.
think you have as much conversation.
No,
as,
I
you know,
don't.
I don't.
No. I'm more just an opinion kind of really.
I guess what I'm saying is
just
I'm
kidding.
kind of bored talking to you.
Yeah.
All you want to
Well,
do is
we've gone
think everything's an
49 minutes. I think
argument.
we said what we said. Durand Jones. We had a nice time afterwards, too. Wow.
You know what I'm bothered by? I'm
What?
bothered by the fact that you
Don't have anything?
don't engage on me as an equal. Engage
Yeah, I
with
do.
me as an equal in conversations
that's
about
not
music.
true, no. Oh, about music? Sure I do, babe.
No.
Well, I do when it's areas that you're more focused on than me. Yeah, I would. Sure.
I got to be honest, I feel like...
Do you know how many... You've brought Durand Jones.
I know I did.
Yeah. So...
You know why? Because I branch out.
Right. And
when I
count
bought
on you
tickets
for
to
that.
Cali Roots in 2020,
right.
May of 2020, before COVID happened, and I bought those tickets, I looked up every band that was going to be performing.
Yes.
And that's how I found Durand Jones.
I know.
And the Indications.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's kind of insane.
I just feel like I need someone else that's worthy of my conversation.
That's worthy. Okay.
And you've just lost a lot of musical credibility with me.
Why? What do you want me to say?
I think you're just an oddball and have these weird opinions.
I am an oddball.
And it's just because you have a weird musical OCD about things.
Oh.
It's not because...
But what did you want me to say about the list? We hadn't really talked about that.
Sure we did.
Oh.
Sure we did.
Well, I typically...
Sure we did. I watched a snippet of Carson Daly.
I think first, though, to have a conversation, here's what I'm saying, is I'd want to know the criteria. And then we could say, okay, well, what's the discussion?
Okay, I said let's forget about the Rolling Stones 500 best songs.
Oh.
And let's go back to Durand Jones. Number one, there needs to be more Durand Jones on YouTube. We need more. People put out more. We need more Durand Jones. We need more high-quality Durand Jones
Yeah, they
snips.
came along at a kind of an odd time. You know, they just got going with their second
album. That's how I'd like to
spend.
I'd like to spend the remainder of my evening tonight just looking at YouTube snips, clips,
see if anyone
and
from
concerts
SLC
of Durand
put one
Jones.
out. No, maybe someone from here. Yeah, that was a good show. I hope somebody did. We didn't do any. You did no pictures or recording. I couldn't believe it.
No, I was.
You were riveted to the live experience.
I was on cloud nine.
See, there's a lesson for a band right there. Make it so interesting and engaging that I don't even. Yeah,
I was really.
I would
really
almost
hot.
have to make myself reach for my phone.
But I think it was too hot. I would have sweat all over the phone. And
That's
just dripped.
true. It was just hot.
Again, Commonwealth Room in Salt Lake City.
Get it together, man.
You know, if you've got to turn the AC on, you're going to have to pay the bill and get it. Pay the disconnect fee.
It's like a tin, but not inside. It's
trap.
Nice. It sounds great too. The sound was great.
It looked fine. It felt like a barn. It was like great. I mean, it was like in a nice way.
I like the venue.
I like the venue.
Yeah.
But you're gonna need to
open
put the
up
bill for some AC going on.
And
there,
they had a
fans.
nice giant garage door that went to the smoking area that was open, but it wasn't getting sucked through by airflow. Yeah. It needs another open area.
Yep, for sure.
And then it'd be perfect.
What's our next concert we're going to?
Well, you just indicated that we see how I did the indications.
Indications. The indications.
Well, the Black Pumas have rescheduled their concert in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, so it was going to be at the Depot August 17th, and COVID affected the band somehow. Rescheduling. Yeah. We were waiting on rescheduling news, and just got it. Word that they've rescheduled for December 12th. What's funny is we'll be seeing the Black Pumas.
Yes.
Who are similar to Durand Jones and the Indications on December 12th. And then, like 5 days later on the 17th, we will also be seeing the Black Pumas in Las Vegas. So we have them twice in 1 week. And let me tell you.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, because they're great too. Kind of similar, you're right. But I don't know. Now that I'm getting to know Durand Jones more, though, it's... Durand Jones pretty...
It'll be different, but
yeah, but kind of a little similar.
So our next concert really, we think, is Reggae Rise Up in Las Vegas.
Yeah, dude.
Although I'm buying tickets for Jai Wolf opening up for Porter Robinson, so we will be going to that.
Where is that?
We will be going to that at the Salt Air
at
the end of September.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Before we go to Las Vegas Reggae Rise Up.
Okay. Well, thanks for that.
So
thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, so we've got some things to look forward to. And we'll just ride the high.
So our life isn't.
We'll just ride the high of
just completely dark.
Durand Jones and the Indications for
I'm just putting it on.
a couple of weeks until we have our next concert.
It was so good, dude. I'm on that for now. That almost makes me more resolute in my belief that if I'm going to burn a night and, what money that we're all now
it's going to have to be a high
trying
quality.
to make. Yeah, we got to step it up. In whatever genre you're in. I mean, that was presented, and I mean, you go down the list of why it was so much better. You can make a list. It's not hard. and say, hey, in all these areas, yeah, we got to be at least a minimum good. Now play together, get better, yeah, and keep doing it and rinse and repeat. Yeah. What else? I feel like I'm sorry.
Wow,
I feel like I feel like I really dampened your hopes in my conversation. I apologize. I wasn't on your wavelength.
I'm sure I've dampened your hopes. Dampened your hopes.
No, you haven't.
Low these 30 years.
Oh,
and
stop.
we've equally just dampened each other.
Come on. No, I just meant, sorry about that.
But you know who doesn't dampen them?
Durand
Durand
Jones.
Jones. And the Indications.
Is that it? Are we
That's
done?
it.
We're going to go out on them. Till next time. Let's go watch the show.